Good afternoon, Brad.
Stupid.
Good afternoon.
It is afternoon. Holy cow.
Well, we have recorded it in the evenings before.
We have
with
some of the BJ Mandrell episodes.
Mm-hmm. So I'm a little, I don't know why I'm a little congested, so I'm going to try to do this
man.
Over here. I think, what happened was...
Did you try to mow?
I did cut grass Saturday, but also Saturday, our youngest turned 3, and we went to one of those indoor play areas.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure everybody now has the sniffles. Why do those places exist?
Because people pay money.
It's like fun for a couple hours, and then you spend a week sniffling.
You do. Yep.
So, our youngest turned 3.
Mm-hmm.
This is episode 34.
Dang.
This is post the Chuck interview with Chuck. And that was a good time. That was...
Man, the backlash we got off that episode. Whew.
Yeah, that's not true.
No, it's not.
So we're these episodes we're getting far enough ahead to where we can kind of enjoy them and not feel rushed or pressured. And so this is good. A couple quick announcements. Quick announcements. Things I think I have not had a chance to... let me switch over there. So we have on the at Bench Jeweler Memes Instagram channel, there is a if you go there to our little profile, there is a link that says merch drops.
Ooh.
That's just a placeholder for now, but
no merch right now.
If you are on Instagram, I don't know whether you found us just via podcast, via Facebook, whatever, but if you head over to Instagram, there is a link there. And that's how we'll be handling merch drops in the future.
Mm-hmm.
More to come on that later. Right now, it's just a placeholder. Something else was
Sometimes we put some polls up and some questions. So
try to get some feedback. I'm trying to... Right now, I'm going back and forth between... I have an idea that we can't tease right now, like an epic T-shirt design. But I'm thinking maybe for the first one, we don't try to overcomplicate it and keep it a little more generic. So I've been going back and forth.
Okay.
I'm waiting on my brother to update a few things with me, so we might be dropping this merch in 2029. I don't know, but it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, sometime.
In the meantime, hop on that little channel on Instagram, and that's where we'll kind of keep people updated on that. Let's see here. Was there another thing we had to discuss before we get too into it? One of the best ways when we have a guest, we don't get a chance to mention the best way to support what we're doing here. If you are new or a longtime listener, we are trying to expand and grow, and we are hoping to bring video podcasting to YouTube and live streams in the future. But
live streams, man.
Yeah. We might experiment maybe in the next couple weeks on Instagram live stream. We'll see how it goes with our current equipment setup. But ideally, we'll eventually be switching those live streams over to YouTube. And every time I do research and ask around, I'm realizing we need more and more stuff that is getting expensive. So we're not asking for money just to sit here and chat, but it's literally to keep this, top quality, I guess, and to grow.
Because that's what we're about.
That's what we do.
We are top quality.
And I mentioned that so currently the best way is just the Buy Me a Coffee, which is linked in the podcast on YouTube and our Instagram. May or may not be linked on Facebook. But you could just go there and throw us a couple dollars. And I say that because I think for the last... I wore a watch with no date. What's today's date? Oh, I know what today's date is. We don't have any new Buy Me a Coffees to read. So
no,
I guess we'll just keep doing what we're doing until we get more money.
I guess we'll just be using this crappy mic. No, I'm just kidding.
The mics are upgraded. It's
let's see what's not upgraded.
Well, we need cameras.
Oh, we need cameras. Yeah.
We need a new computer. And a lot of these services that we plan to use for streaming are not cheap. Dang. And then we're probably going to switch because then we're going to have to do some editing, and those programs are also not cheap.
We really should have thought this through.
Yeah. Everything costs money and time, so get what you pay for, people. You get what you pay for. And this is what you're getting right now.
Oh, Lord.
But
we
before
appreciate y'all so much.
We do. And before we get too deep into it, I know this is going to be, I don't know what day this is going to air, but on the day of recording, it is Brad's birthday.
Yay.
And I wish maybe I'll cue a little
noise.
Is happy birthday trademarked, copyrighted?
Sure. You know it.
Dang it. Well, anyway, Brad, happy birthday.
You could just sing it.
Happy birthday. Everybody,
Thanks,
come on,
appreciate
everybody
it.
sing it with me.
I am 31.
Man, it seems like you've been 31 for about 16, 17 years now.
Dude, I tell you, I was talking to somebody out on the soccer field, on the pitch. I wasn't playing, I was watching. And I was like, after 21, like, it just flies. Like, you have no idea what year you're turning. And it's like, okay, 21, then 30, then 40.
Yeah. After 40, it's like, why even bother?
Right.
You just go by decades after that. Actually,
and basically,
I think you go 40 is big, 50 is big, and then you're just like 65.
Yeah,
and then
right.
there's 65, it's like 100. I mean, what's there to look forward to after that?
Right. Death.
Well, at least you got 50 to look forward to, Brad.
Yes. Yay. All right, let's talk about something else. How old I am.
I have a surprise for you. I gave you fake topics. We were just talking about you today. And we've got 1 hour set aside. Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
No. We did that the first episode. Nobody liked it.
We didn't do it. I don't know. That's our highest listened to. We are so close to 10,000 downloads.
Man.
Just two
Dang.
random dudes talking bench jeweler stuff, audio only. So that's kind of cool.
That is.
That's our next big milestone.
That's crazy.
I think, by the time this airs and gets posted, like,
do you have an actual number?
If as of recording right now?
Yeah.
Let's see. Stall, Brad, stall.
Okay. This is me stalling. Yeah. What should I stall? How should I stall?
Okay. So right now we are
stalled complete.
I forgot I could go get this from we are 179 downloads away from 10,000.
Dang.
And then our next big one is after that is posting 50 episodes. And we're about 15 away from that. I know if you're doing the math don't be mathing, but that's because sometimes we have special episodes.
Yeah,
they're very special. I think we have some special ones coming up in May.
We do. We're already excited.
We are so excited.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited. Speaking of the podcast, now that we've rambled for a little bit, I tried to quickly get to Shop Talk. Brad, how's we need a little jingle for Shop Talk.
Shop Talk.
Shop Talk, where we talk shop. Shop Talk, let's talk shop. Woo!
How's our workload going?
It's great since we stopped working on Mondays. I mean, stopped being open to annoying people.
We get lots of stuff done.
It's amazing. All these people that don't have to deal with customers, they're just in the back, like Callie and her cohorts.
Oh yeah, they're all of them.
I mean, they should never have a backlog. They should just be like, as soon as somebody brings a job, okay, thank you,
just
done.
Do it 5 seconds later, done.
Gosh,
especially if you have a laser. 2 seconds.
Living the dream.
Mm-hmm. Laser engraver, laser welder, laser solderer. That would be a laser welder. Laser stone tightener. That's what we need. We need more lasers, I think, in this industry.
That's all we need.
Laser diamond cutters, for all the diamond cutters. They don't even got to do anything anymore. Just put it in a machine.
For real.
The work, I feel like we're not buried because we can get, it's amazing how much work we get done in like 4 hours on a Monday as opposed to the other 30-something hours we're here during the week.
Yes.
It's insane.
Especially since Ari took a vacation last week.
Yeah. A
COVID vacation.
Yeah.
Is that breaking like some type of federal law that I'm disclosing? I don't even know. She didn't know if she had COVID. She just said possibly had COVID.
You know how this younger generation is.
Yeah, when they want a day off, they just like
I got COVID.
I got COVID.
I sniffled and woke up twice last night. Need my rest, my beauty sleep. By the way, we've been wanting to tease and get her on here just for fun. So if you guys want to hear our part-time girl Ari, who has been in the jewelry industry for 1 year,
give or take a few months.
If you guys want
maternity leave,
well, yeah. So she's got to make up that time. If you guys want to hear her come on,
she won't. We've tried.
Well, she's considering it, and I think if she knew that we were just flooded, I'm going to tell her we're flooded with emails. I should go check the Benchular meme emails. Haven't checked it in quite a while. Should I go do that real quick? Let me do it. You talk for a second.
Okay, because this worked so well the last time.
Is the phone turned off?
I don't know if the phone's turned off. Oh Lord, why don't? Oh, you can't check on your phone. It's all on the store phone.
All right.
Maybe that's copyrighted.
We have some emails.
Oh, we got some emails, y'all.
Let's see here. Wait a minute. It shows. Wait, we might have a buy me a coffee to read. Maybe my app is being dumb.
Oh, Dusty, this is so unprofessional.
What is going on here?
What's going on?
Okay, I am so sorry.
Oh,
the app wasn't updating, and they sent us $10,000. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we do have a couple buy me a coffees to read.
Man, this
was not a name; it was just more of a handle. So Beach Dahlia Jewelry said, he or she said, "Keep doing what you're doing."
Well,
good news for you, because we ain't gonna stop. Even if everybody was like, "Y'all, please stop what you're doing," we're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, y'all stop listening. How about that? I mean, don't do that.
I am gonna definitely mess up this name, but the last name looks like Trebek.
Alex.
Yeah, it was probably it. Yeah.
Is it Alex or Alec Trebek? Alex Trebek.
See, that's why I can't tell if this is, because I don't want to be like, I don't want to offend this person, because it looks like it says "suck it, Trebek," which isn't that like an old SNL?
That is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
But it's not. It's spelled weird. So I can't tell
Sean
if it's
Connery, like Celebrity Jeopardy.
I can't tell if it's spelled like if it's just a foreign name that I'm not recognizing.
If it is,
or if they're just intentionally, yeah.
Either way.
And I gotta read this out loud before I just read it. Okay, no, I should have just read the comment. I'm such an idiot. It says, "I'll take le tits now for 800. It's a French expression. Bonjour, mademoiselle. I would like to see les tits now." Oh gosh, that's why it happens when you read these in real time.
Yes, I'll take famous titties for 100.
I wonder if
famous titles.
Oh man, I'm a loser.
God, you ruined.
They played right into what I find funny, and I ruined it.
Gosh.
Okay. Oh boy. All right. Let's see. Is there any other emails? Oh. Somebody said partnership proposal.
Uh-oh.
I should not read these live on the spot. Just read through it, and they're just going to be like, "Oh, he never responded to my email." Oh, we responded just on the podcast.
Yeah.
I think this is a scam, though.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
is.
this is. Yeah. I got excited. I was like, "Oh."
Apparently, the Prince of Nigeria wants to be on your podcast.
Yeah. I think this is trying to grow our Instagram account. I love when I get messages for like help. We can help you grow your Instagram account. And I'll click on their profile, and they'll have like 7 followers. I'm like, oh well, why don't you show me what you can do with your own first?
Yeah, people.
We got an email from a Kelly. And where did it go? Customers are getting real extra today. These emails are like a week old. The customers are getting real extra today, so I made this for fun. You guys are the first ones I thought to share it with. Hope y'all is not even for help. Oh, help. I can't read. You should read these, Brad. I cannot read. It's basically like a bingo card. We did one of those.
We have done bingo.
Well, did we just do it for ourselves here in the store, though? We didn't do it.
I know we've done it for us in the store. I do not know if we've done one for the meme page. But yeah, that is a great, especially like a day you're dreading. Just go ahead and make a bingo card. Black Friday, bingo card.
Oh, yeah, this one is, it does make it fun. This one's only 9 squares, so it's not really a bingo card. It's more of like what's a 3-letter word in the jewelry industry? It's just a GIA card? I don't know.
It's happening.
I want my scrap.
Like tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, this is a jeweler's tic-tac-toe. I want, no offense, Kelly, but this is jeweler's tic-tac-toe. I want my scrap.
Yeah.
Never take it off. Going out of town.
Ooh.
Never wear it. I bring it in all the time. Not a diamond. But I got it here. No pools or jacuzzis, and I tried to fix it myself.
Oof. Those are solid choices.
We do these. They are pretty fun to do. We just make them for ourselves around the...
And the best thing to do is put like regular customers that you might be getting that everybody, the customers that you don't really want to help, but they keep coming in, and just throw them on the card. That's fun too.
All right. Wow. We just spent so much time doing absolutely nothing. All right. So I do want to start off with, so this I got into I don't think he'll mind me mentioning his name, because
Suck It Trebek, is that his name? You're like, I don't know.
Spelled it.
You said, I don't know if this is a foreign name.
He said like SUHKET or something. Is this like some dude from India or?
Oh, now you're offending people.
Well, it looked like an Indian name. It's Sukhit Trebek.
Okay.
Anyway.
No.
Gonna get canceled. All right, so our buddy, if you're on any of the Facebook groups that have to do with jewelers and men's jewelers, you'll probably recognize the name Scott Isaacs. He is awesome. He's an awesome dude. He does a lot with, I think he does some laser seminars, he has done laser seminars, like an annual one, out in the same area where Chuck is at, out in Nashville. Anyway, we got to chatting because he saw that we had Chuck on, so we were just catching up and talking.
Is that how you got to know him? Pretty much like once you got the laser and you're trying to learn that type of thing? I think so,
yeah, because he was really good about just posting like a ton of videos. And he posts on, I don't know if it's under his name or his store name, but he posts a lot on YouTube, like some time-lapse videos or of him doing like laser work. Mm-hmm. And he's been a laser welder user for, I'm just going to make up a high number, like 20 years. I don't know. And he's used all the different brands, so he actually would be a fun guest. And I think he would like to respond to some of the things Chuck said. Because Chuck been talking smack.
He did.
I almost said that in a Chuck voice. Talking smack. My name was... I'm not going to do it. I'm not gonna... I hope Chuck listens to this. So I played this in my car, the Chuck, when I was trying to listen to it back before it posted on YouTube.
Yep.
And my daughter goes, "Why is he talking like that?" I love Chuck so much.
He's the best.
Okay. So back to Scott. So you messaged me, and now this is a topic that we might discuss. So I'm going to read the whole part of one thing that he said to me, but I'm going to focus on the second half.
Okay.
He said, "Have you guys thought about discussing the mass exodus of bench jewelers since COVID? It's crazy how much brain trust we lost during those days." So that's a topic. I'm curious if people are interested in that. Maybe we can discuss it with him. Maybe we'll have him on and discuss it. Because I don't know if I have any actual information on that.
Right.
So I don't know if I can speak into it too much.
Like I've always assumed the last, like every year there's more of a demand for what we do.
That's true.
And there's less of us doing it. And so I didn't really think about how, 2020 kind of sped that process up or, whatever. But yeah, that'd be a cool topic.
Yeah. I mean, I know we're busier. So
stupid people.
But the thing he said was, and it's going to sound, I don't mean to sound braggadocious, but I want to get to the heart of what he said. He said, my favorite part of your podcast is how I relate to so many topics. Sometimes I feel like I'm on an island and your pods, or potties as we call them, really pick me up. And yep. And I thought that was sweet because it led to us just chatting a little bit because I remember when I opened this shop, Brad was not here. Just Sherman, old watchmaker Sherman was here. And he was just, semi-retired. So it felt like but he was a watchmaker, so he didn't really do anything with the jewelry part. And so I felt like and then even Brad, when we had the same job at the mall place, you're just kind of limited to like the guys you work with.
Right. And
back then, because we weren't the boss and we weren't really the main bench jewelers, so we just kind of just took everything with a grain of salt. Like, hey, this is how we do it. This is how we don't do it. And there was never really and you just kind of felt like, especially when I opened up here, I just felt like I was kind of just all by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then people can crap on, JHJ all they want. But it was the first time I was like, man, there's people all around this country and in this world who are like, just like me. They're maybe working by themselves, or it's a small shop, or it's a small family store. And you kind of feel like so you just kind of feel like you're not alone. You could share a story and somebody's like, yeah, that happens to me too. And that's really kind of the origin of, at least for me, because me and Brad both, but me specifically, when I started just the bench jeweler memes, it's just a way to like get us to like find common ground and to laugh together.
Yeah.
And then some stores, which is what we've, beat this dead horse. Some things aren't funny to everybody because your setup might be, hey, I just work in my house by myself. And then others might, hey, I work on a team with 4 bench jewelers. Mm-hmm. And so some things would be like, man, that's super relatable, and some things won't be. But the heart of it was like, if we can just all laugh at the same stuff because we all we have a lot of crossover.
Yeah, of course.
And then in the podcast world, it was kind of the same thing. It was, man, I would listen to a couple of bench jewelers just kind of talk. Mm-hmm. And so we're like, hey, why not us?
Why not?
And so we hope that that once a week you just kind of look forward to throwing your headphones on and working at the bench, or even if you're not a bench jeweler, if you're in sales or own a store or manage a store or you're in the wholesale side, it kind of just gives you a behind the scenes, a sneak peek of just kind of what's on our mind. And obviously there's other jewelers' perspectives, but our heart is just to be lighthearted, casual, funny, conversational, maybe somewhat informative when we can be. Just so if you're, working on a one-man team or two-man team, you don't feel like you're all by yourself out there.
Yep. That's also why I kind of want to do some more live streams or getting into the live stream business. Just because there'll be days when we're like, man, this is an outlet for us as well. So, it's just be cool to talk to people for 5 or 10 minutes every afternoon or every couple afternoons, whatever.
Speaking of things that we all go through, we all have customers that do weird stuff.
No.
And this past week we had some of the stuff is just silly little stuff, but we had a guy come in. It was a watch customer, of course. And he had a Panerai.
He sure did.
Very nice watch. And he was trying to change the band out and was having a hard time. And I had no problem helping him. But he was, instead of just handing it to me, he had to hold on to it and explain it to me as if I didn't know how to change a watch strap.
Yep.
And but the funniest part was it's like he was trying to set it down on our take-in counter, but he wouldn't. And because I don't need him to set it, I just need him to hand it to me.
Right.
But he was trying to set it down so he could show me, how the band comes off. Which, in hindsight, I actually didn't be like, "Now hold on a second," because it was definitely one that I hadn't seen quite before. So he kind of got to show me.
Aww.
But he said, "Do you have like a cloth or something soft I can lay this down?" Because he was wanting to lay it like crystal side down. Mm-hmm. And our check-in counter is like that.
It's full of spikes and nails and just concrete.
It's like broken diamonds.
Yep.
That can scratch sapphire crystals on a Panerai watch. No, it's like, what is it, like that shell? It's like the shelving liner.
Yeah, it's just
so. It's like,
yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like cushion by any means, but it's not even...
No, it's not going to scratch
wood,
anything.
It's not granite. It's literally nothing. It's like soft plastic. And he would not set it down until I grabbed him like some type of polishing cloth so he could set it on. I'm like, what is wrong with people, man? Like, you think this plastic shelf liner is going to scratch your sapphire crystal? Like, bro. And he was making it so weird. And then after I changed his band out, which took 5 seconds, he messed around with it on like in our store for like 15 minutes. I swear.
I was going to ask you that because I was in the back and I kept seeing him like just hanging around and I had no idea what he was doing.
I think because he switched it to a leather strap, and I think but it had like the butterfly buckle, so he had to keep adjusting it. And so he was not going to do that in his car at his house. That's for sure. He was doing it right here in the jewelry store.
Mm-hmm. So if something happened, it would be our fault.
That was just one funny customer interaction. It wasn't that crazy, but there was another. I saw something on. Oh man, I gotta switch over to my personal Facebook account so I can see this.
Which is
Jake Fox.
Jake Fox at Facebook.com. Is that how that works?
So this was in the bench jeweler, helping bench jewelers page.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought this was. Did I read it? I didn't read this to you, did I? No, because I wanted your live reaction to it.
Oh, good.
So it was just a story that somebody posted. I just love these when people just type out scenarios with customers so we can read them, which we've mentioned before. If you can like really tell a story and type out something just crazy that happened in your shop or at your store, please email it to the email we check once or twice a month at benchjewelermemes@gmail.com. But this one, or just post about it in, or if you see some crazy stuff on bench jewelers, helping bench jewelers, or JHJ, just find a way to send it to us or tag us so that we can.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So this is just a guy. I won't say his name, but he said, I just had a woman call saying that she had 3 heirloom rings that needed resizing. A touch, quote, a touch.
Oh.
There's so many things in that sentence already that you can already see what's coming.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
She said that that the appraised value of each ring was over $100,000 each. And she is looking for a jeweler that will resize the rings while she waits,
of course,
and watches, not letting them out of her sight. It's been a long time since I had one of these calls. I told her that I'm a one-man shop in a small town. I gave up same-day work for double the price 10 years ago because the workload had gotten too much. I wished her luck and suggested a few stores that have a larger bench staff than I do. What do you think?
About?
Just this, I guess just this whole scenario.
It's just, oh, man. I mean, okay. First of all, it doesn't need to be sized, just a hair. They're probably
just a touch.
Oh, just a touch.
Just a touch.
They're probably old as crap. They're probably falling apart.
Super thin.
How
about all the prongs are worn off?
Yep. Definitely not $100,000 each.
You think half that?
No.
I know. So, all right. So we don't do why you wait, why you work. Wait, hold up. Everyone. We don't do while you wait / while you watch repairs.
There you go. We got through that together.
And I don't really know if I have like a firm reason why, other than it's just like I just don't want that type of customer. I think that's the main reason.
That's it. 100%. That is exactly why we don't do it.
And I think I could come up with a bunch of other reasons. And the main reasons are we're just really busy. There's only 2 of us here a lot of times. And we are actively working on people's stuff. And so people will say like, well, can I just schedule a time to come out and get that? I'm like, no, I don't know what to tell you, because if I say, yeah, come Tuesday at 11:30 a.m., but then we get 7 customers walk in with watch batteries, like you're going to be here for the next 4 hours while I get interrupted and then, changing watch batteries. And then somebody wants to talk about custom. It's like, it just doesn't make any sense. And I'm definitely not going to, lock the door and shut the place down so I can size your ring.
I've always kind of wanted to do that for at least one customer, just to kind of show them what we go through on a daily basis. Just like, oh yeah, just we will be working on your ring, but we are going to stop and help people and just
or it's like, yeah, for us to lock the door and only focus on you while you hang out, it's $1,000.
That's it.
Because you know it's going to happen after you say that. Oh well, never mind. I'll just pay the $150 and come back in a couple days. Yeah, that's what
exactly.
Because it's, I mean, truthfully, if I have to just randomly in the middle of the day without announcing it to the public, oh yeah, on Tuesday at 11:30 we're going to be closed for an hour because we have one VIP client coming in who we have to size her,
$300,000 worth of jewelry.
Yeah. Just so we can shut everything down and they can just hang out here and watch. And also, it's like so weird to me because it's like, so you just think you can just come back behind my counter, like where my gold is, where my tools are, where there's a torch and expensive equipment and other people's items.
Right. All up in my business.
So you don't trust me with your one item, but you want to get back here behind the counter and I don't know you and I have like 45 other clients who left their nice jewelry with me.
Exactly.
And I'm supposed to just trust you.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It's just I get the heart behind it. It's like, oh, this is very important to me, blah, blah, blah. But it's, we've said it a million times. Well, just go somewhere that you I don't know what to tell you.
Right. Exactly.
I mean,
we're not doing it. So
if you trust no one, then just don't wear your rings.
Yep.
Don't get them fixed. I don't know a nice way to say that. I do love that the first comment on that post was, I tell her to piss off, but in a nice way.
You don't even have to have a nice way.
This is all of these responses are like right up our alley. It's like that is not someone you want to deal with.
Correct.
Always say
not. We've been doing this long enough to know that's just not. It's crazy. We will get phone calls and usually we take them on speakerphone and we almost immediately recognize, okay, this is a customer we don't want. Usually it starts with, I found you guys on Yelp.
Somebody said, if you don't trust me to work on your jewelry, I don't trust you not to accuse me of whatever paranoia strikes.
Correct. 100%. 110%.
Because we could just tell them, like, hey, for insurance and liability purposes, the reason it's $1,000 is because, like, you're not really allowed to get back here, so we have to take out a rider policy just in case you steal anything from us.
Oh, man. Can you imagine how offended they would be? And that would be awesome.
Do you imagine how fun it would be to say that?
Yes.
Like, well, we used to do that, but we had clients that would come back here and take stuff. So now we don't trust clients. So if you don't trust us,
that's going to be my go-to answer now.
Yeah.
Whatever. Don't care.
We used to do that, but can't trust people these days. You know what I'm saying?
All right. We seem like the people who want to do that just steal. They're thieves.
All right, so another just random thing, Brad, that we talked about, or that I just wrote some notes on, is just the idea of, and here sometimes like things happen in the store that make us think of a topic.
Mm-hmm.
And this one you're going to say, like, I don't see the correlation, but it got me down this train of thought. So I think it was on a Thursday, right? It was this past Thursday. We closed at 5:30.
Yep.
Guy comes in at like 5:25 with a kid.
Yep.
He's probably like 7 years old. So it's like, we got to get mom a birthday gift. It's her birthday. Guess when the birthday was? Tomorrow. Day. Yep. And so, and maybe it's just because I've been doing this for a long time, and I know there's going to be people that hear this kind of stuff and they're like, I just don't understand why when a guy comes in and he wants to buy a gift for his wife, why you're not excited about it and why you're not just thrilled and impress them and show them the wonderful jewelry. It's because after so many years of doing this, you know you can almost feel what's happening.
Yes.
And basically what's happening is he's panicked at the last second.
Yep.
He knows it's a big birthday, and generally they have a price in mind. And for some people, everybody has different incomes. So for some people it's $200, some people it's $1,000. I don't care about that. That does not bother me at all. But his budget was $500. And so I'm thinking, you know what? We close in 5 minutes. This is going to take more than 5 minutes, and it did, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, hey, he's about to buy something. But there was a little bit of, in me, there was some hesitancy because I could feel like he was just making a like rash decision. Like I got to get something, and they were like he was a baseball coach and his son was in his baseball uniform, so you could tell like this was like they were in a hurry.
They're on their way,
and so he picks a few things. Of course, he's asking the 7-year-old, what do you think about this one?
Yes.
What do you think about that one? What do you think about? You think mommy would like this one?
And he's a 7-year-old dude. Like, what's he gonna say?
Yeah. So it's a dad, a little boy, and like two dudes in here working.
Right. So, like, come on, man.
We got it figured out. And so he picked something, and so I get to tell my wife like, hey, leaving late. Somebody came to shop at the last minute, but they bought something. So it was like the silver lining of, hey, they bought something.
Yep. And before we get to the next part, he did say everything he's bought from us, she has loved.
We looked it up.
How many things?
It was one silver gemstone necklace from a few years ago.
Yep.
So I'm guessing like $100, $150.
So I remember it because he's like, oh yeah, so because Dusty, you asked what the her birthstone was, and he was like, oh, she's a diamond,
of course,
I married a diamond, whatever. And so we looked it up. It's a white topaz silver ring. She loves everything I've ever gotten from y'all.
Yeah. And so he picked out this little petite diamond necklace, $500.
Yeah, nice.
I promise you guys, the next day, less than 24 hours later. I mean, it was within 1 hour of our opening.
Was he not the first customer?
He might have been the first customer that day. So he was the last customer on Thursday and the first customer on Friday. Yeah, just gonna have to return this, buddy. It's not really what she had in mind. Yeah,
it's like, no kidding.
Excuse my French. No, it's like, bro. And the funny thing is when he came in, I knew this was gonna happen, but he said $500 budget, and he's starting to look, and I'm like, worst case, maybe she wants to exchange it. Now, also keep in mind, we have granted, we don't make it a big deal, but we loosely have a no return policy as a small shop.
Yeah. Because most people, if your heart's in the right place and you're just like, okay, my wife likes jewelry, I'm going to go in, buy something. Maybe she doesn't like it, but she does like jewelry, so she'll find something when she comes in and they'll exchange it.
And that's the heart behind it, because when people, it's on the receipt and it's on the counter at checkout, so there's signage for it, but we don't make it a big deal unless they start asking. We almost use it as a way to talk them out of buying jewelry, which I know seems insane, but it's to open up the conversation. It's like, hey, if you don't think, if she never wears jewelry and you don't think she'll like it, then why are you here right now?
Right, exactly.
And in this, so I was telling that story to my sister, and the one that's never sent us any money will buy me a coffee. That was sister.
That one, the cheap one.
Yeah. And we were just talking, and I was just telling them about, we were just telling stories. And so I told that story, and she was just like, yeah, because her husband has came in, and we've made her a necklace with some, the kids' birthstones in it. And she's like, I just don't wear necklaces. She's like, I have a couple, and one of them that I do like is the one, you guys did for me. And, but, she admitted, she's like, I just don't wear necklaces. Where, my wife, Heather, she wears the same necklace every single day. Mm-hmm. And it's... I hate this so much. It's not even one. She had one that she got from us, and it's like the tiniest, most petite little bezel set diamond on rose gold, and she broke it, and then she broke it again, and now she doesn't know where it is. I just found this out. But all she wears, which I have noticed she wasn't wearing it, and she wore it she was that client who never took it off.
Yeah, that's why I broke.
Exactly. But now she's wearing... a Kendra Scott necklace.
Oh, dude, man.
I have two women in my family, my wife and my daughter, and they're both always buying Kendra Scott stuff. And it just drives me. And my daughter the other day was like, oh, this bracelet's like one of those beaded bracelets. She's like, it's starting to turn colors and stuff. And I'm like, yes, because it's not real. And they're like, but it's Kendra Scott. I'm like, that's just a name.
Right. It's a lady's name.
It's not gold. And I'm like, no, I can't fix it. Sorry. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to on principle.
Facts.
But anyway, this conversation kept going and I was explaining to my sister, I'm like, for friends and family, and this applies to customers, I don't care. I don't mean it like I don't care. I mean, I don't mind that you're not a jewelry person.
I wish none of my friends and family were jewelry people. Gosh.
It's like, I just, that's fine. Some people are jewelry people and some people aren't. And, or they have, like my wife, she orders these like costume little trinket earrings from this person on Facebook all the time. And they're like, $5.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care. My wife just loves the little cutesy stuff, or she'll grab, a bracelet or a necklace at, Target or Kendra Scott or wherever and wear it. And as much as I would love for her to like really expensive, high-end fine jewelry, it's just not her thing.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And it's like, so I'll find things in the store, or we'll, from vendors, we'll get stuff, and I'm like, man, I wish my wife would like this, and I'll show it to her. She's like, it's fine. But so in that situation, let's just say that's just a normal person. It doesn't make much sense for me if, let's just say I was not a jeweler, knowing this about my wife. Why would I go drive to a jewelry store and just be like, oh, my wife's birthday is tomorrow, I got to get her something.
Right.
I mean, I got to spend at least like $400 to $600.
Right.
And so it's like,
it's
weird because it's like, you're trying, but you're not really trying.
Correct.
Like,
yes.
I almost prefer them to say, hey, she doesn't like jewelry, and her birthday's tomorrow, and nothing else in town I can get, so because I can't order it. I feel like we're almost like a backup plan to, like, we didn't order stuff in time.
Yeah, right.
Like,
exactly.
she has all these items saved in her Amazon cart, but I forgot to order it, and her birthday's tomorrow, so I could just buy her this $500 necklace, let her open it, and she's going to be like, wow, it's $500? Hey, that's crazy. I don't like this. Can you return it? Mm-hmm. And then the guy feels like, come on, guys, do better.
Right.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it comes down to.
Because that guy feels like, oh, yeah, I spent a lot of money, and, she still gets what she wants, and I still look like I knew it was her birthday and planned ahead. Just stupid.
And this concept has came up when it's whether people or couples are coming in for engagement rings, or especially if it's guys at like Christmas, or we got Mother's Day coming up soon. Lord knows that's going to be a whole nother. We got to set aside a special episode for that.
We do.
We have. Oh yes, this will be so fun. But when young men come in here, or older men, and you can just tell that there's excitement. It's like, I don't know how to describe it, but they're excited and they spent time thinking about it. And ideally they've spent time talking to the person that they're buying it for. And that person has like, hey, they've sent pictures of the things they like. I love helping people in those situations, and I don't care what the budget is. It's just a fun experience for me to know that, hey, this woman or male they really appreciate jewelry. They like jewelry. They wear jewelry. They have a lot of it. And I want to create for them this special piece with this special meanings, even if I think it's silly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can just feel that they're excited about it, and then I'm excited to bring it to life.
Right.
Versus the just coming in, Christmas is Christmas Eve. I got to spend at least $1,000.
Right.
It's like, I'd rather you just not. I'd just hand her $1,000 in cash and be like, there you go buy whatever you want, because
yep.
The sentiment feels about the same.
Right. It does.
I thought this conversation was going to last longer.
Well, you had talked about like people coming in, they inherited some pieces.
Oh yeah, same thing, yeah.
Yeah, and they're just like, well, I've had this forever, and I guess I just got to do something with it.
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't.
Or yeah, I got all this. Grandma left me all this jewelry, and I'm just not going to wear any of this stuff. So I got to turn it into something. And, what did you have in mind? Oh, I don't know. I don't really wear jewelry.
Right. So what are you doing?
And I'm like, that's what we were talking about this morning, right? It was it's like, hey, why don't you just sell me the gold? Yeah. And go buy yourself something. Yeah. Go on a trip.
Yep.
I don't know anything. Like, why are you forcing this?
And we've done that for people. We're like, sell the gold, keep the diamonds, keep them for yourself or somebody else, whatever, if you want to keep passing them down. And so you get the best of both worlds. So it's like you keep the sentiment of the stones, then you get a big fat check.
I wrote in my notes, hot take, jewelry ain't for everyone.
It ain't. It's really not. Like, why would it be? I mean, I don't know. Like, is there one thing that everybody... Oh, okay. Okay.
What were you going to say?
I was going is there one thing that everybody likes? But I moved on from that.
Oh, okay. But, I mean, I don't know. It's just a weird thing to... It's hard for me to even communicate it as we're sitting here talking out loud about it. But there's a portion of clients that I just wish I could say, you don't have to do this.
Yep.
You don't have to do this. If you're not going to appreciate it, or you're not going to wear it, or you're not a big jewelry person, like, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt my feelings. I'm not sad. In fact, I think it's a win-win.
Win-win.
Because it's hard for me to like, hey, what do you think about this idea or this idea? They're just like, We have, that reminds me, I was going through old, like, custom job tickets that have been piling up, and some of them I just needed to throw away. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Nope.
Oh, okay. There was one that is, so I would scan it and see, like, did we just, they were not interested anymore, or am I waiting on something? Why is this ticket still in my basket? And one of them, I realized that they paid the CAD deposit, the $200.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And so I was like, so I went and looked through the text messages, and they had sent me like, hey, this is kind of what I want. And I'm like, that's perfect. We had a conversation. We did the CAD render, and then they were immediately like, well, and then they sent like 4 or 5 more pictures and like, what do you think about this design? I was like, oh, those are cool designs. They're like, can you do one of those? And I'm like, oh, okay, hold on a second. I was like, well, if we just start completely new design, I'm like, that's a whole separate thing. And we're trying to get better about weeding customers out that are time wasters.
Yeah.
And it's not that she is or isn't getting the job done, but it's like, hey, no, if you have something in mind, think about it. Take the time to consider what you want made before you have me make a CAD render. Mm-hmm. That way, 2 weeks later, you're not saying, actually, I want to completely scrap that idea and do something different. Well, for me, that's a completely different CAD render.
Right.
And so there's an additional charge. Now, all these charges go towards the final product. So in theory, if you want to pay me, $800 for 4 different designs, by all means, let's do it. And then that $800 will go towards it. And so I was trying to explain this gracefully to her. I was like, well, we just can't keep coming. And she's like, oh, I just thought this would be something we work together on. I was like, yeah, well, we're working together. We can talk about it without me doing any CAD renders.
Right.
And by me, I mean someone else who we pay.
Exactly.
But I'm like...
It's like I want a table built, and I want these elements, and here are the pictures and the inspiration, and I just want all these combined into one table, and then they go out and sketch a table with all those elements, and then I'm like, nah. Actually, while you were doing that, I was on Pinterest and I found a whole bunch of another. Can't even talk. Whole bunch other
good try. A
whole bunch of other I've done enough of other tables. I'm so tired of talking about this stupid table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, people, it's like it's just anything in life. Because we have had a custom table, which I think we've mentioned, and we've had someone come in and do like the built-ins. And so before I ever reached out,
you can tell who owns this store.
Before we ever reached out, yeah, you could tell my wife has expensive taste.
Not in jewelry, though.
Not in jewelry, surprisingly. But, I was like, I told my wife, hey, you really got to narrow down what you want, because we can't just have trade people of any sorts come up with a plan, whether it be a sketch, a plan, do all the estimating, whether it's a car repair, a house repair, it doesn't matter. And then after they take that time to do that, actually, I want to, instead of a 2-story house, I want 3-story. Okay, well, you should have mentioned that from the beginning. Not that hard, right, Brad?
Right, exactly. Gosh, come on, Heather.
I don't know. I feel like we're just kind of rambling, and I shouldn't say we're venting, but we kind of are.
A little bit.
What else, Brad?
I don't know. You got the list.
That's pretty much all on my list. we just flew right on through that.
Yeah, we did.
So now we officially don't have like a hard cutoff. I mean, we do in a little bit, but so we don't know.
So it's just this awkwardness here of.
I was trying to see if there was anything else that I had saved for like another conversation, but anyway, I mean, just let's shop talk. We've cleared up some things. I feel like I wish I had was better about saving messages.
I know what we can talk about.
Oh, let's hear it.
You made the biggest mistake of last week, basically. You thought it would be a good idea to post a video instead of just being funny. Posting a video on the Insta page,
which just this morning, as of recording this, is when I posted the meme. I guess it's a meme. It says there's 3 things that are certain in life.
Oh, dude, this is not even what I was talking about. But go ahead.
It's not.
Oh yeah,
it's getting there.
It is. Yep. Gotcha.
There's 3 things are certain in life: death, taxes, and jewelers letting other jewelers know that their way or technique is wrong and how they would do it differently.
So why did you post that meme, Dusty?
Because I actually did have this in my notes. I just skimmed right over it, I guess.
Yeah, no. I was there for the morning meeting.
Yeah, no. So earlier, by the time this gets here, I don't remember what it was, but we did a little video. Now, keep in mind, we did this video because we had just interviewed Chuck Kaler. Mm-hmm. And actually, this is a good way to round this out because we can address several topics. And he was talking about the use of easy flow solder, and then talked about how he used it. If you use it correctly, he could stretch up a band. And then we were like, hey, we've actually laser welded a seam and stretched it up the same way. And I hope if you listen to that, I hope the takeaway was that if you do a job correctly, then there's a lot of different ways to do it correctly. Mm-hmm. Yep. But if you can use easy flow solder correctly or incorrectly. Yep. You can use hard flow solder correctly or incorrectly. You can use a laser welder correctly or incorrectly.
Yep.
So it's not that the laser's better, the hard solder's better. That's not the point. So we made this video because we had just talked about it, and I said we were gonna just stretch up a ring like 3/4 of a size. So granted, it wasn't a big task anyway. And as soon as I went to heat it up to anneal it, I saw I had a seam, and I'm like, oh, perfect. We'll make a little video. So we basically just filmed very quickly, V'd out the seam, which people have corrected me on. Whatever. I would say like beveled or something. I don't know.
I think it's a bevel, Dusty. Okay. It's not a V cut.
We beveled it, but then Brad said,
"No, Brad didn't."
Yeah, you
Brad,
did.
I did.
In the comments. What did you say?
I don't remember what I said
about beveling it is not as funny as saying
feel the V, because that's what you said. You gotta feel.
Okay, so we made this little video, just a 30-second video of just, hey, we V'd it, we filled the V, and anneal it again, and then we stretched it, and it was perfectly fine because apparently, according to Chuck, if you use easy solder, you can do that, and if you laser welder, according to us, we can do it. And granted, it wasn't a lot, but you just get comments that people jewelers have to comment,
yes,
on how they would do it, or how their way is better, or that's not how you do it, and of course some iteration of all of those things.
Yep. And
I do think there's a time and place for that. If I had said, "Hey, we laser weld these," is there any other way to do it?
Right.
Or, hey, I was about to stretch this and the seam opened up. What are some of the ways I can fix this? Mm-hmm. Because then that opens the conversation, which is what Chuck was getting to. Why sometimes he posts stuff that seem like they're divisive, but it's mostly to get all the responses, because it's nice to see. And I have benefited from that in the early days of JHJ, because again, I worked in a bubble, so to speak. And so you see somebody else and like, hey, I've never considered trying it that way. And a lot of guys would say, like, well, you can fuse it. And you're absolutely right. And in fact, I'd never even tried fusing ring sizings until I saw people doing it on JHJ like 8 years ago. And I was like, I want to try that. And I liked it. It was cool.
Yep.
But then we started using the laser, and I like that, and it's cool.
Yep.
And so it's fine.
But
And then
the entire point of the reel was that you could do the laser and stretch it up. Not that that's the only way to do it. Not that that's the fastest way to do it. Not that that's the best way to do it. It's just that it works.
yes.
The whole point was people have said laser seams are not that strong. And this video proved that was wrong.
Yes. When you correctly laser weld something, it is very strong. When you correctly solder something, it is very strong. When you correctly fuse something, it is very strong. I'm not going to call these people by name, and if they listen, cool. If they don't. I don't mean any harm by it, because I know when you are really good at something, there is this urge. I feel it too, to just input your opinion, and that's fine. I generally don't care,
because you're really trying to be helpful. We get it.
But somebody said there's no need for a quote V cut. Yeah, there's no need for that. And
I was waiting for something profound. First of all, it's a bevel, sir.
But respectfully, I disagree.
Yeah, right.
Because if it's the band is, maybe if it's thin enough, sure, probably not. But if it's a thick enough band and wide enough, and you just, to give a generic response like, well, you just got to adjust your settings. Well, I don't know of any settings that's going to penetrate the metal without splattering it.
Right, and that's what I ask, because people say that a lot. There's like, why are you V'ing it out? There's no reason. And so I'll ask, because, man, I would definitely love to know how to do that, because we use a lot of time and use a lot of gold to do it this way. So if there was a quicker, more cost-effective way, I'd be happy to learn it. And it's always, oh, well, just adjust your settings. I was like, what does that mean? What are your settings then? Like, what magical settings do I need this to be on for this to work? Because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because if you just do a surface weld all the way around and hit it with a hammer or try to stretch it, it's going to pop open. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
And if
we're over here arguing that there's many ways to do it, but I'm going to argue that is not the right way.
Correct. And if you're turning the power up to where it penetrates, at minimum halfway through the shank, then you're splattering metal everywhere.
And it's just like if you're trying to do that and you're like, well, I can do it with, easy flow solder. Yes, but if you get that easy flow solder too hot,
correct,
then you're still going to have a jacked up seam.
Yep. Exactly.
Or if you use the hard solder and it's not hot enough, like there's so many different ways that this could go wrong. So if you do these methods correctly, then there are many different ways to do it.
Yep.
I love some of the comments are like this one was good. It was a question. I'm curious about the magnetic tumbling step. Do you really think it helps saves time? Mm-hmm. That came up a couple times, which I'll get to in just a second. Although I think they were being funny. Like somebody's fingernails look too nice. It's like, okay, just, when I walk into work, my fingers are not instantly dirty, believe it or not.
Dusty gets manicures every week, just FYI.
Every Tuesday. Step one, get out your $20,000 lasers. Again, this was...
was funny. I think we both laughed at that, but also, like, that's kind of the point of the video, man. Like, we didn't start with... Like, we know how to do it other ways.
Yes.
Again, it's just to prove a point.
But this is why... This is one of the many reasons why I don't really post a lot of actual... Like, especially the process. Because there's a ton of people that do it really well. I don't have the setup really to kind of do it justice, but I can throw something quick together like that little laser welding one, and it's fine to get the point across.
Yeah.
But I'm not really, like, we're not trying to be like, come to us for all your jewelry questions. Although we answer a lot of jewelry questions. That's to the best of our ability.
Yep.
But, somebody said, I fuse it, and it never has a seam. Yes, correct. Mm-hmm. If you fuse it correctly, yes.
Yeah.
That's how it works. I gotta go find the original post because there was a couple other comments on that. And that's the case if you scroll through JHJ or the bench toolers groups.
Yes.
Anytime someone does a video of them doing anything, you can bet money that someone's going to tell you how they do it.
Right? Just unsolicited advice.
Which again, sometimes I think if you are being helpful, I think that's perfectly fine. It's like, oh yeah, but also understand just read the caption, understand the thing before you just.
Yep.
But we got boomers out here, so
we do out in these streets.
Let me see if I can find this. Okay, these were the.
Oh Lord! Speaking of boomer, how long is this going to take you to find?
Somebody said, wouldn't it be easier and quicker to fuse it?
Yes.
Yep.
Sure would. Yep. Next.
I said something along the lines of, but the point of the video was to show how strong a laser can be. And I didn't say, but I wanted to. And it's kind of hard to show how good a laser weld can be if I don't laser it. Right. Hey, I just fused this, but just so you guys know, a laser will do it too. Would be a really silly video to make. And I suggested that, and then they said, if only it were. And I was like, but it is though, because we just made a video.
What are you talking about? Oh my God.
I just wanted to show how strong a laser weld can be. Oh, well, it's not. Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. I just made a video showing it. I mean, what could I stretch it up 7 sizes? Probably not. Nope. But if I need to size up a ring, and again, the point wasn't that this is how we do it. Right. I would argue that we've only done it this, we've done this like twice. And both times we did it was to prove a point of, yes, if you laser it correctly, it's a strong weld.
Yeah, that's it.
The point is not, this is how you should do it, or this is how we do it. This is, hey, if you laser weld correctly, then all the people who say, oh, laser weld sucks, then they're wrong, and we're right there.
Boom.
Boom roasted.
Boom roasted.
Somebody said, why would you tumble a plain band? And I said, why not?
There were a lot of questions about that tumbler.
He said, seems like a waste of time and not needed. And I was,
which is probably true.
Again, in some ways, I'm not saying they're right or wrong, but it's just a weird way to go out of your way to make this comment.
For us, the tumbler is just...
It's like a pre-polish for us.
It's basically a pre-polish. Does it do much? No. Does it waste any time? No. Because we're not... Dusty's like, we're not standing back there watching it. We're literally just going to put it in there.
Drop, turn the knob.
Turn it on.
Walk away.
That's it. Like, who cares if it does anything? Like, it's not... I don't know. I mean, it definitely does stuff, especially in the nooks and the crannies. Yeah. But no, not like a wideband. But it's just, it helps smooth things out a little bit. I don't know.
We thought about making, we talked about making videos, Brad, that were just completely, if we're going to do instructional videos, we're going to make them ridiculous.
Yes. Yeah, that's what we're going to start doing.
And we're just going to make the process that we do it just so stupid and time wasting, just so we can get more comments. Because one way to get more comments from jewelers is to show how you do anything. And I think on that post, it had way more comments than any other post in a while. Because it's just again, it's funny. Maybe that'll be our first T-shirt. Is I'm a bench jeweler. I know everything. Or I'm a bench jeweler. Let me give you my opinion on that.
Let me tell you how you're doing it wrong.
You're not doing that right. Signed, every bench jeweler. I don't know. If you guys want to see the You're Not Doing It Right T-shirt, let us know. It would be a funny bench sticker, maybe.
Yep.
A coffee mug. I don't know about a T-shirt.
Your muggy mug. Yeah, I wouldn't want to wear that around.
And the coffee mug could just say, like, you made that coffee wrong, I bet. Let me show you how I would do it.
That's a good one. That's good. I don't want a T-shirt that says I'm a bench jeweler because, going out in public, people would just be like, oh, can you look this? I've noticed this is catching. Can you look?
The bench jeweler T-shirt would just say, your T-shirt is wrong and my T-shirt is right. You did your shirt wrong. Let me show you how I would do it. Have you tried printing that differently?
Oh.
What are some other things we could apply bench jeweler logic to? But it happens on, I would imagine this happens like if you're like in a mechanic forum or like a lawn care forum, or like I'm in like different lawn care groups and then Jeep groups, and it's the same thing, I guess.
And honestly, and I'm willing, this is going to cut deep, Dusty.
Oh,
I think this is a man thing. I think this is mansplaining. I think that's what it is. Because there were no women like, that wouldn't work.
That's true.
You are just complete mansplaining.
And I wonder if it's
man, it is annoying, isn't it, ladies? Gosh, I tell you. Here's why it's annoying. A lot of people don't know this.
It's our last episode.
Oh
no, we get to point out when men are idiots because we are one.
We're one,
and we're idiots a lot.
But
guys, again, I mean, we're about to wrap it up, but full circle. That's what this podcast is.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It would, to me, it's like, I would say 90% fun, conversational, hanging out with other bench jewelers. And did I say 90%? I'll make sure I do the math right. And 10% like, I learned something.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Who knows? Maybe we'll go 75-25.
I doubt we'll ever be that.
Maybe 89-11.
I don't even know, like, do you think the average, well, not because our audience kind of runs the gamut, but, a lot of them are really good bench jewelers, way better than us. Do you think they've learned anything from us? I doubt it.
Maybe they've learned to not take themselves so seriously.
Oh, man.
I think if that's the only thing they take away. I think
our audience doesn't take themselves too seriously either.
Yeah.
So maybe they haven't learned anything from us. They just wasted their time.
Yep. Just like we just wasted almost 1 hour.
We did it. Look at us.
Look forward to these 1 hour episodes, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So next time we ask for topic ideas and conversational stuff, y'all might want to send it.
So we can ignore it again. We're really good at that.
Hey, now that we have more time,
we'll talk about everything.
We won't ignore anything. You could ask me what color socks I'm wearing. I'll tell you.
We need like an episode of Q&A, like ask us questions, but it's like personal questions. Not that personal, but like, you know what I'm saying?
How tall are you, Brad?
Not that tall. I'm not tall.
What size shoe do you wear? It's your birthday. Come on, man.
Man. No, I
want the people. What if people want to send you some new shoes?
I want the people to ask. Like 9. Well, what size are your shoes, Dusty?
Like 11 and a half. What's your ring size, Brad?
I don't know. I literally don't know. No, it's not a 7. I think it was a 7.5 when I got married. It's probably like an 8.5 now.
You're what, like 5'4", something like that?
5'8".
Oh wow, you've been growing on me. All right, we gotta get off here. I got stuff to do.
Worst birthday ever.
Happy birthday, Brad.
Thanks.
We're gonna have to put that in the episode title.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else we're gonna put in the title because this one was weird.
Was weird.
You want to sign us off?
Not really.
All right. Well, I will see you tomorrow, Brad, and we'll see everyone else next week.
Sounds good.
On
Bye.
Bench Jeweler Memes Podcast.com. I did that in the Chuck voice.
Nice.
Bye.
Well, that's another one done. Time to pack it in. Brad and Dusty signing off with a tired grin. Got stones to set and problems to fix before we're through. Thanks for hanging with us. We'll complain to you next week too. Back to the bench. Back to the bench. Where the size and jobs are endless and the deadlines make you clench. We'll be right here, torch in hand. Two guys trying to understand why every ring's an heirloom and every rush job's played. Back to the bench. See you next week.
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
Check.
There we go.
Is that good or no?
That's good. Es perfecto.
I think if I keep the headphones lower, we'll get closer to the mic and talk louder.
Oh, you think so? I think you should just turn up my headphones.
All right, how's that sound?
Sounds great.
Hold on, let me get situated.
Situated.
All right, this is how I'm going to talk. You good?
I'm good.
How's that? I feel like this watch stuff is always so close to me.
Just
need it.
Eat it.
Need to away.
Eat it.
All right, let me get my... Why is there so much crap? Phone on Do Not Disturb.
Do not disturb.
We're gonna get pinged.
We sure are.
Pingy.
Could you
hear that?
Yeah, I heard some coolio.
That's what they used to call me in high school.
That's coolio.
All right. Do you have you have any type of list, or am I in charge?
You got the list.
I know, but
I mean, I think remember like our second episode, I tried to like lead this ship, drove it right into an iceberg.
okay.
It's probably why
I feel like I'm not ready.
Don't get there. Get
like
past
I'm
the
not
second
ready.
episode. Do you want to take a moment?
I'm out of breath.
You've had a morning.
Let's see. I wonder, is this less breathy, like on my nose at this angle? I think it is, actually. This might work.
Maybe. Try it.
Because before it was like, and now it's like,
1, 2.
so, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this angle. Okay. How are we going to start this?
I don't know. Counting down. I feel like, I don't know, like my voice is not as clear as your voice in my headphones.
Let's see here.
And I'm all
How about
up
now?
No, yours just got more clear than mine.
Oh, sorry. That's what. Yeah. Okay. How about now?
Yours just, a little better, I guess. Not much.
How about now?
Yours just, there we go.
Is that good?
That's
You good?
way better. Yes.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll count it down and just wing it.
Just to wing it.
All right. 3,
2,
1.